Okay, so tell me if I'm wrong. I'm not trying to make this video because I want to bash a man or anything of that nature. I want to make this video because I want a man to understand that you have to come politically correct when you're coming at a woman that has her things together. So many men are, I've had 3 different guys.
Welcome to Pegasus versus the World, where we take on challenges, comedy, trending topics, and some travel. City boy! City boy! All right, let's see what's up, man. This is on TikTok, Life with Whitney YM. All right, if you want to go follow her on TikTok, show love. I thought this was interesting, an interesting take. Now, I haven't heard the full take here, but my homie sent me this, and I was like, all right, let's peep game. Let's peep game, see what's really popping off here. But here we go. Here we go. If you guys are here for it, like, share, comment, subscribe. Link in the description of my other channels. If you don't know who I am, I'm Black Pegasus, and let's see what she talking about, man. Men, damn, dog. Why do men always, man, get it together, man. You want a dime dizzle like this hizzle? You better get your shizzle to gizzle, bizzle. You know what I'm sizzle? Anyways, all right, let's see what's popping. Seems like we're starting off with a lot of demands, you know? But I don't know. Anyways, let's go. Let's go. Help me to understand because I'm confused at this point. All right, we will help you. Let's see. Oh, dang.
Okay, so tell me if I'm wrong. I'm not trying to make this video because I want to bash a man or anything of that nature. I want to make this video because I want a man to understand that you have to come politically correct when you're coming at a woman that has her things together. So many men are, I've had 3 different guys reach out to me today. Oh, you're not working today? Oh, what are you doing today? It's always what you doing, what you doing, what you doing. It's never, hey, can you plan an off day so that we can go and do this or have this planned? I'm literally getting ready. Let me start over. I took today off. I took today off to go to a hair appointment. And because I have midterms tomorrow. So I need to have some time to myself to study. And I want to go get my hair done later on so that, I'm feeling good about myself. I'm looking cute, I'm waist training. I'm over here just, I'm in my mode. You know what I mean? Like, it's my reset day, okay? And I've had 3 different men reach out to me today and ask me to pull up on them. Pull up on you. Pull up on you, but you haven't planned anything.
Yo. Hold up. Hey, to my city boy, city boy. I know what they try to do. All right, I see you, player. Okay. I mean, look, I probably should just hear her out. But what's going on is she's positioning herself to attract people who just want to, get low real quick. You know what I'm saying? Drop down and get low. That's it. I got to hear her out. I can't just, go off the cuff. But if dudes is hitting you like, hey, what you up to today? Shorty, slide through. It's because your image, man. I mean, I'm looking at her. Attractive young lady, has her stuff going together physically. She has a car seat, so she's definitely probably a single mom if people are hitting her up to date. That's somewhat of an infraction, right? If someone's looking for something long term, if you're a single man and you don't have children, it just doesn't make sense on paper to go after a single mom. So if you are talking to men who are single and are just, a lot of times that puts you in a certain positioning. Also, in her glasses, you can see the reflection of what looks to look like Chucky. You know that little or like the Joker or something on a screensaver of her phone or something. Anyways, I don't know what the hell that's about, but that's kind of wild. But you can tell she has her lips done, so she's filling her lips with some type of filler. She's doing the waist trainer. To sit, she's not sitting on phone books, so she's sitting on what I would willing to bet is a BBL, which is crazy because coming from the region we come from as, brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? You just hit a couple of squats, you're going to be good. But with what I see there in the dump trunk, the dump truck. I'm believing I'm gonna go with BBL for 200. I'm probably gonna go with augmentation up top for 250, Pat, and we got some lip fillers going on. You know, I never know how it works with the hair. You know, good. I don't know. Maybe that's a wig. Maybe it's not. I don't know how that goes. We just saw a young lady in the WNBA lose her wig while she was playing, and they had to stop the game. So you never know. But what I'm saying is the positioning, right? Like if you look like, you want to play, people gonna hit you up to play, man. That's it. You know? So I get it. It sounds like she's frustrated with the way men are hitting on her. She's like, hey, I got all my stuff together. I look this way. I should be attracting someone who's serious about a relationship. It seems like what she's getting at. However, as a man, right? Taking off the market, I ain't tripping, but I'm just saying, as a man, when men see certain things, they get certain signals, right? And so I ain't even seen her Instagram. I'm just going off of this TikTok video. I'm like, that's what I'm assessing from just sitting here. So, so yeah. I mean, I could say, nah, I ain't trying to. Let's listen.
You didn't say, hey, why don't you take a day off and let's plan something so that we can spend some time together, or let's plan a nice little date. I'm telling him, like one guy, I'm telling him.
Well, that's just because they're trying to knock it out. Like, it's obvious. Like, because they ain't trying to take you on a date. That's why. They're just trying to knock it out. Have a great time, But let's hear her out.
I'm like, I'm going to get my hair done. He like, oh, you busy today? Da-da-da-da. Not, oh, how much is your hair? Oh, is there any way I can contribute today? I know you work really hard. It was none of that. It's never like anything that makes any sense to me. My bills are over 10 grand a month. I work very hard every single day. I put my 110% in. I am a single mother with 2 children. Single mother by choice, by the way.
Single mother by choice. Apparently, she doesn't know the outcomes for single mothers and children raised by single mothers. I'm not going to harp on that. You can just get online and look up the statistics, watch videos. There's hundreds of them, maybe thousands by now. But the outcomes for kids in a single parent household are not as good as 2-parent households. But it was by choice. Okay. I don't get it. In what world? So maybe we need to go to a different planet, where the simps run the world, But I've never in my life met a man who's that thirsty, unless he's balling out of control and he's just like a natural John, is what they call him, or a simpy simp, that would ever in life be talking to a girl and be like, hey, what you doing today? Let's go do something. She's like, I'm working hard. Hey, let me pay for your hair to get did. Like, bro, hold on. That is husband shit. That's what I do for my wife. Oh, I got you. I'll just send it to the Cash App. Go get your hair did. Go get your nails done. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I work. My wife doesn't have to work. But it's a full-time job raising my children. My wife homeschools my children. She's raising them, teaching them. And we got little ones. So one of them's teething. She ain't getting no sleep. She allows me to get sleep so I can work and go get the bag, right? So there's no way on God's green earth, after have been through what I'm going through with my wife and investing my money into my wife and children, would I think a man in his right mind ever think about investing money in you getting your hair did, you getting a BBL, you getting a breast job, you this, that, the other, get your nails did? Why? Unless you guys are serious and you're like engaged, then it's like, I get it. But like, I don't know. It just seems like we're in fantasy land on this video right here, because like the places we've gone already is like, it just don't make sense. Well, what doesn't make sense? So men have to pay $10,000 a month to be with you? Like, I don't understand it. And with those type of barriers to entry, like, is she really going to capture or retain a good man? I don't know. But if she's a single mother, and I'm not taking shots at single mothers, it would be best if you get, because I don't know if you have boys or girls, but no matter what it is, boys and girls benefit from a man being in the house. I was just watching this on Diary of a CEO, this lady who's studied this for 20 plus years break down how children need a male and a female input. Now, here's the nuance. They doesn't have to necessarily have to have a father in the house. They need a father figure, a grandfather, an uncle, a good coach, but they need to be around this male figure all the time, just like they need to be around a female figure. They're like little computers taking in inputs. So it's so crazy when she like kind of, I felt like she's gaslighting me. Like this was a good decision. Like da da da. No 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 no. First, maybe you left a bad man. Maybe you had an abuser. Maybe you had this. I get it. You're like, I had to stand on business. But business is finding the right person first before deciding to lay with them and have children. Because I'm telling you, the outcomes for children without a two-parent household or that male and female figure, strong figure in their life is horrific, especially in our community. But in communities in general now that there's this like these rates of divorce that are just skyrocketing in America is everywhere. But let's hear her out, man. I'm gonna listen.
I work very hard every single day. I put my 110% in. I am a single mother with 2 children. Single mother by choice, by the way. By choice, with 2 children, 2 boys. You know, I pay my own college tuition out of pocket. I'm in nursing school. I run a business. I just don't, I'm trying to I want you guys to help me understand. Because I'm not getting it and I'm not understanding. And my time is very, very valuable. I'm in nursing school. I have to study for 2 to 3 hours a day alongside of going to work and running my business that I've had almost 9 years next month.
Yeah, this is just stuff men do all the time. Like, I'm not knocking you, but essentially, it's like time is valuable. And if you're going to be the sole controller breadwinner, this is just what comes with the territory, period. You know, this is what's so crazy when you flip the script. Men are going to school, they're working, at least men who are trying to get ahead are doing everything she's doing and more. And then we're going to pay for the date, right? Or whatever. That men aren't expecting to be like, oh, let me pay for your fade. You doing such a hard work. That's what's so crazy. In America, these gender roles have been flipped, but women say they want equality. But then when these things happen and they're just being treated how, like, hey, men always get treated, all of a sudden it's an issue. It makes no damn sense to me. And there's no way, and I'm just going to keep it a buck. And, you know, again, she is an attractive enough woman to pull men. She can get dudes. So like the fact that she isn't, it's like, yo, like that, you know what I'm saying? But again, you know, a lot of these dudes who are positioned in probably the place that she wants, they're probably not trying to become a stepfather or raise children, like, because a successful man has a lot of moves to make. And taking on children is very demanding. I'm raising 2 with my wife as we speak. I couldn't imagine that form of demanding and then them not being your children. And then also dealing with a woman, you'd have to be really locked in to become a stepdad. You have to really, because these women position their kids against you. Like once you fall in love with them or their kids, now it's a leverage point against you as well. So there's just a lot here that she's talking about. I don't really think she knows what she's talking about. But she's done all the maintenance to pull a man physically, attractively, right? But has she done all the other work? Hey, man, only time will tell. I don't wish her any like, I'm just speaking from, you know, a male's point of view. And I just thought the video was interesting when the homie sent it to me when I watched the first beginning of it.
So help me to understand what's going through y'all's brains. Because when you come for a woman like me, you have to come politically correct. I'm tired of it. And I'm so annoyed. I'm about to date outside of my race. That's what I'm about to do. Okay, so...
Bro, people are so crazy. People are so crazy. You know what's wild for me? She said, I'm about to date outside of my race. I'm like, so do that. I mean, I'm the product of that. Look at me. I'm doing all right. Yo, it's just so crazy to me because I was just raised different. You know, I was raised for the love factor, not the skin complexion. And I've dated, you know, I've dated every race there has been. You know what I'm saying? Black, Latin, Asian, white. But I don't think that matters. I think you trying to find things that for me it was about attributes, right? As I was dating and, you know, doing whatever with all these you know, in the game, I started realizing I want a woman with certain attributes, right? So she didn't really even explain what she's looking for. She just explained what she has, what she has done, and what people are asking of her. So then for me, I'm just the type to take accountability. Well, why would these be asking of me? And you got to also just remember, man, like there's going to be, dude, women have to deal with something different because men is just hitting on women all the time. They just going to hit, you know, like dudes are just shooting shots at anything. So what's crazy is they could shoot a shot at her, right? To try to holler at her, a dime dizzle, but then also shoot a shot at a hefty chick, man. Dudes is out there just, it's a free for all out there, you know? So what I think the question really is like, what type of man does she want to retain, and what is she? Because she said nothing. She said nothing that would retain the type of man it seems like she wants. I don't care if you go into nursing school, or let me rephrase this because I'm married and I ain't trying to put myself in these positions. A high value dude don't care if you went to nursing school, right? Right? Most men, so if you're trying to start an empire as a man, this is what I would say as a man you would want. If you're trying to start an empire, first, you want someone who's going to be super loyal, someone who's going to be submissive at some point. No, submissive, because when you're a person in high value, you have something to lose. So you need to be with someone who um, is going to get on these levels with you, right? So you know, you want someone who's going to bring you peace so you can focus on your work, right? And then bringing two kids in the fold, like that's already going to ruin. Now that I think about it, that's going to mess up your chances with anyone who's really trying to start an empire. Because one, as someone trying to start an empire, you want to have kids and you want to have boys so your name lives on and you can give them, you know, that game. So that's one thing. You want someone loyal, super loyal, and submissive in the sense that no woman wants to be submissive or loyal anymore in today's America. So what makes it super attractive, and it makes it more all of a sudden you have all this value because you're not doing what all the other women in society are doing. Wow, she don't drink, she don't smoke, she's submissive, she's loyal, she likes to treat me right. Oh, I'm gonna give her heaven on earth. Yeah. I'm gonna give her heaven on earth. But see, all these women will be like, oh, my bills are 10K. I got a BBL. I got my breast did. I got my lip fillers. I got my wig. I'm going to nursing school. What you gonna do for me, baby? So that's fine. But then that's gonna reflect on the type of man you retain. So that's what you're gonna get. But if you want a dude who's really in the game, really changing the world, building an empire, he got to look at this like, yo, what does this mean for me? So that's how I see it. Maybe I'm tripping. Y'all let me know. You know, bro, I bet these comments are wild. Yo, hold on. The first comment, she cooked over 30, BBL covered in tattoos, single mom. Man, I ain't gonna go there. I just don't do that. I try to give constructive criticism. I ain't just gonna go wreck people. Anyways, comments are wild. If y'all want to go check that out, y'all check it out. I'm not here to, you know, I just try to give feedback and constructive criticism. I'm not trying to that's just not my thing, man. I just don't get on here and do that. But I know people in the comments do. Damn. All right, holla at your boy. City boy, city boy. She